Hey everyone, it's Zach here, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Got off of work, had to work some overtime, just showered, I got my jammies on. So I thought I would just update you guys on today, because today was a really good day. I sold the truck today. More importantly, I guess I brought it to the dealership and sold it. I had found out that my loan was through a company based in Maine. And if you don't know, I live in Minnesota. So Maine and Minnesota, all the Great Lakes, if I'm thinking of the map right. So I had two people that wanted to come out and look at it, both of which were cash buyers. So I called my loan place and they said they don't have any partners in Minnesota, that any banks that I could do business through. And the only way to release the title was to overnight a check, which it had to be like, a certified check, and it had to be this, that, and the other thing. It was very specific. Or have the person give me the money paying off my loan, and then when I got the title in 2 weeks, signing it over. That's greasy. Nobody is going to give you $14,000. Unless it's probably like a family member, right? But nobody you don't know. I mean, that's just ridiculous. So when I found that out, I immediately said, yep. So I was asking 14. The dealership offered me 11.5, and I took it because I've had that truck for sale now for like 2, maybe 3 months. Yeah, maybe. And I've had 3 people look at it. One person actually came out and looked at it. The other 2, I talked to them on the phone. They were so for it. And then when I explained the situation as far as like financially how it works, they were uninterested. And I didn't hold it to them. I immediately told them, and I was like, look, this is the situation. It's not very good. And obviously they said, okay, well, I'll think about it. They're going to call their bank and see, but nothing ever lined up. And so we have the red car, we have the Cadillac, we have the SUV, and we have more money in our pocket. So I took out the loan for the negative equity, and rather than paying $20,000 on a truck, which I owed $20,000 on that truck. I had paid on it for over 2 years, and the negative equity loan that I had to take out was $7,500. That's how upside down I was, which is ridiculous. Could have got more, obviously, doing a private party transaction, but at what point? I mean, I've been trying to sell it now for a couple months. It was paid until like the middle of next year. But still, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be all that insurance. It was $106 a month for insurance. So that insurance money of savings will roll into that negative equity loan. And the negative equity loan came out to just under $200 a month. And it's a feasible amount for me to pay off fast, right? When I see my truck loan of 20 grand, I went, I'm just going to make the regular payments, because the payments were so high already that there's nothing more I could pay. Like that's a lot of money between the gas of about $150 a month, the insurance of $106 a month. We'll just say $250 there, and then a $425 payment on it. That's $675. So we'll just say $700 a month for that thing. Now, for what I have going on now, with the negative equity loan and driving what I got, it's going to cost me probably $60 in gas, and the $200 negative equity loan, and insurance, which I think on the red car is probably like $30. So we'll just say now I'm paying $300 a month for what I used to be paying almost $700 a month. So I'm saving roughly $400 a month, which is a lot of money. So you could look at it as I should have kept it and drove it and got my money's worth out of it, but by driving it, the equity went lower. So I'm just increasing my deficit. I mean, I don't know what you want to call it, but um, yeah. So by getting rid of it, I've lifted debt off of my portfolio, which makes like my credit go up and the ability for me to get another loan easier. And now I've 7,500 bucks seems like a lot, but it's really not. If you're in the mindset of like, oh, I'm gonna pay that off, it's not a lot of money, and it's like a third of what I really was gonna pay before. So yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I finally got rid of that truck. On top of it, it had a lifter tick, which the lifters collapse in it. And I did have my drivetrain warranty, but it's expensive. And it would shift between like first and second or second and third. If you're getting on like the highway and you're giving it a little bit, it would have a flare. So in between the shifting, it would rev up high and then catch the next gear. And it was only like a split second. But from the research I did, they're like, it might be something really simple. Like you need to service your transmission, you might need a sensor, or most of the time, like your tranny's on its way out, which is, oh man, boohoo bucks. And it needed tires. And tires are like $1,000. So, yeah, that's where we're at. I'm super excited because I've been trying to get rid of that thing forever. And it finally came to the point where it's like, I don't even care if I make that 2,500 bucks. I can pay the $2,500 off faster than I can wait to sell it. So it's like, just get rid of it and write it as a loss, and don't make the same mistake again. Now, if you're going to buy a truck, your life, you can do whatever you want. But one thing I'll suggest is what I noticed all these dealerships prefer is a crew cab truck with a lot of options like leather, big screen stereo, fancy. So if you want to buy a truck, I would say spend the extra 5 or 10 grand, because trucks are expensive, and get like a fully loaded crew cab. And that way, if you want to resell it, they're very desired over an extended cab minimal option truck. For me, I like roll down windows, I like a simple radio, and I don't need heated seats. I don't even need power seats, but that's why I love that red car. It has power windows, or power mirrors, which I really like, but has the crank down windows, a radio, and no power options. So super simple. Yeah, so that was my day. Pretty complicated, but overall, a really good experience, and I'm happy I did it. And now I learned from it, and as things sit right now, I'm driving the red car. We don't have insurance on the Cadillac anymore. I insured it for a couple weeks, then I took the insurance off because Sam's at home now, and I plan on taking the red car up deer hunting with the little trailer behind it, because her SUV, oh, that light bulb works, because her SUV doesn't have a hitch on it yet. So that's my plan. And where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so I took the insurance off of the Cadillac, and if we don't find a use for it over the next, I think 2 months is my time frame. Like if we're like, yeah, we totally don't need this car, I'm going to get rid of it, and then either pay something off or get like a Ford Ranger single cab that I can then use to go up north, but just pay for it in cash, and that way I have a little pickup truck that I can throw a deer into the back of, or throw my canoe on the top. So that's where we're at. thanks for watching, guys. I'm sorry if this was like super boring, but this is my journey through life. Our journey through life, I should say. Even though this was kind of my mistake, not hers. To be fair, when I bought the truck, it was a $18,000 truck, and it had lower miles, and it was at the time a really good deal. And then I put those aftermarket packages on it, which kind of, and then I drive a lot every year, I guess. Well, compared to most people that I know, I drive like 20,000 miles a year, and apparently that's a lot of miles, but it does add up quick on the odometer. So, yeah. So when you drive that many miles a year, the depreciation on your vehicle. Okay, well, enough talking with you guys. Thanks for watching, and comment down below what you think, and talk to you later.